All right. So the next one, Josh Lawless, Lollis, Josh Lawless wants to know, what's your daily hygiene?
You better start with this because I don't have a daily hygiene.
Okay.
I mean, I
All right,
kind of do.
I didn't think so.
I'm
you
interested
did.
in yours.
Mine, I have, if you listen to the Average Jerks, my other podcast, we talk about hygiene all the time.
Do you?
And yeah, we talk about it all the time. My co-host Dre does Dre's grooming tips.
Dre,
he does all sorts
I'm going
of.
to tell you because I've seen him. He is immaculately groomed.
Yep. Yep. And so my daily is, I wake up, and this is my hygiene. I wake up, I take a dump before I get in the shower. Get in the shower, man.
Every day.
Every day. I shower every morning. Every single morning I shower.
And take a dump. That's more of what I was focusing on.
Yeah.
Like first you take a dump.
Yep.
Shower.
Then I get in the shower and I manscape, make sure everything's trimmed up, looking good. And I do go through Manscaped. So we're not sponsored by them, but I will tell you, fellas, for $75, you can get the starter pack, and it is the Lawnmower 4.0 that trims you up and does not nick the way that the blades are. You do not nick your junk. You won't cut yourself. So I Manscaped.
What is this thing? It's like a some sort of trimmer?
Yeah, it's a trimmer, an electric trimmer, and you can do your nether regions. You don't cut yourself. You don't do anything. And so for $75, you can get the trimmers. Then you get its ball deodorant. And so
what?
Yeah, so I'll get to that. So I take a dump. I get in the shower.
You need this.
I Manscape. I do it all.
Every day.
Every day.
Okay.
Not every day. So that's not every day. The manscaping
is showering in the dump
every day. The manscaping is maybe once a week.
Wow, Joe.
Then in the shower, I suds up. I use bar soap for my body. All right. Use bar soap for the body and my face. The butt crack first gets bar soap.
Joe, you were going above and beyond. I just want to say that.
Yeah, thank you. The butt crack gets bar soap first. Then it gets sprayed with rubbing alcohol to kill any bacteria that the soap may not have killed.
Uh-huh.
Then I finish it with a lemongrass essential oils body wash in only the butt crack.
Holy shit, dude.
So you've done bar soap, you've done rubbing alcohol, which is pretty harsh and drying, and then you come back and moisturize with this essential oils lemongrass stuff here. Then
oh my gosh.
Then I put conditioner on my face, put conditioner on my facial hair, let it sit while I'm washing, doing everything else. Then I take out my razor, my normal Dollar Shave Club razor. I have an anti-fog mirror, and I shave in the mirror because I'm not allowed to have a beard at work. So I shave.
What about a mustache? A lot of roofers have mustaches. That's what I don't understand.
We can have a mustache, but I don't grow a mustache. I don't think I can grow a mustache.
Joe, I think you should try it. I think this should be like a Patreon thing where they can pay $100 and you grow out a mustache as long as they keep paying that.
I mean, we can go with it. I'll definitely do that. I'm up for getting some extra cash.
A lot of roofers do it.
I know.
Also, you're not getting any extra cash because you keep giving it to me.
It is what it is. And so I shave. Then I wash my face with bar soap. I'm back to the bar soap. Wash my face, do all that stuff. Then I step out of the shower. I dry off.
Mm-hmm.
I take another trimmer, a Black & Decker nose hair trimmer. I do the nose hair,
This is every day or just like once a week?
Every day. Every day.
Nose hair trimmer. Okay, yep. Keep going.
Because here's the thing. I used to do the nose hair trimmer once a week, and what I would find is nose hairs, there's no rhyme nor reason. I feel like they grow overnight. So like I would like do it on a Monday, and like on a Wednesday I'd have like a long one, and you're like, oh, I guess I missed it. So then you do it, and then like on Friday there'd be a long one, and you're like, what in the world? So now I just do it every day. Zit, 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 zit. Looks good. Okay, I'm good. Then ear hair.
Yeah, then I have this problem.
Yep. Then I gotta zit, zit, zit. I gotta buzz out the
Black & Decker.
Yep. So that it's a nose hair, ear hair trimmer. So I do that.
Man, I have one of those things. I don't think it works.
Oh, yeah, well, you got to get a new one. They're like $15. Now, mind you, pause. So prior to this, every other day, I have another little device called the Pitbull Skull Shaver. So what this is basically an electric razor that you would normally use on your face, but you use it on your head. So
every other day.
Every other day. So when I'm taking my dump, I'm shaving my head. I'm sitting on the toilet and I'm shaving my head with this electric razor.
Are you leaving like hair falling everywhere, like little stubble going everywhere?
No, it kind of keeps it in the shaver. Like you clean the shaver out, you know, kind of after every use. So I've shaved my head, I've pooped, I've manscaped. Now I've showered, I've gone through that whole thing. Now when I get out, I do an essential oil alcohol spray on the beehole. So the beehole gets a spray of essential oils, same thing, lemongrass, and rubbing alcohol gets sprayed on the beehole. Then
lemongrass.
Yeah.
Keep going. Keep going.
From Manscaped, they have, it's called ball deodorant. So
I'm interested in this. I feel like I can't smell down there. I try to get my nose down there. Doesn't happen.
Yeah. So I just, for any occasion, if anybody's ever going to be down there, I just want to always be prim and proper. So this ball deodorant is like a lotion. So when I get out of the shower, the beehole gets sprayed with essential oils. I put the lotion on my hands. That goes on the schnuts. And I give also a little rub down into the gooch, like the taint. Taint in the gooch. Yeah.
Stinker's bridge.
All the above. Yeah. All the previously mentioned. Gets it. Then
Joe, you're still going.
Yeah.
I just want to point this out. You're still going.
Yeah. He wanted to know. He wants to know the daily hygiene.
No comment. I'm not assigning any value to this. I'm just amazed.
Yeah.
That's it.
So then the armpits get Old Spice high endurance deodorant, not antiperspirant. Antiperspirant is bad for you. Antiperspirant makes you stink. Get just the deodorant.
This is the first thing you've said that I've known about.
Yeah.
Old Spice.
Yeah.
Deodorant.
Yeah.
Like, I've seen that.
And you gotta use the original scent of the Old Spice High Endurance. Ladies love the original scent. They love it. If they don't love it,
it's nasty because they're just like, this reminds me of my grandpa.
Yeah, they love it. It's a good smell.
That's nasty, ladies. I'm just going to tell you, if you're attracted to a dude because he reminds you of your grandpa, you need to sort some things out.
Maybe it's not their grandpa. Maybe it's just an old salty sailor that they used to see down at the docks.
Maybe it's the guy with the mustache that tied him to the tree and molested him.
Oh,
come on!
all this from Old Spice High Endurance original scent?
Maybe not. Maybe it. You know what? No, I'm going to tell you. It smells good. It does smell good. And I don't attach any grandfatherly thing to it. It just smells good. It does.
It does. So then that goes on the pits. Mm-hmm. Also, after I shaved, the face gets my neck gets a blast of rubbing alcohol as well. there's a lot of rubbing alcohol in my daily.
There really is a lot.
There is. And so my neck, so rubbing alcohol immediately takes any rash, any razor burn, any of that away. So then that's done. And I've also brushed my teeth in there. I brush my teeth in the shower.
Joe, that's important. That's weird you do it in the shower.
No, it's not. It's
No,
not. It's amazing. Because
Okay.
you can just, because prior to growing up, I would brush my teeth. It would drip onto my shirt. Then I have like toothpaste on my shirt.
This is true. Joe,
Yeah. So you do it in the shower.
you thought this through so well.
You do it in the shower. It doesn't matter where it's dripping. You just do it. Also, the famous Vanna White was once asked, "How is your smile so gorgeous?" And she said, "Because I shower, I brush my teeth in the shower and then use the shower like a water pick. And it helps blast the stuff out of my teeth." So I do that. So that's part of that. I mean, why wouldn't you listen to Vanna White? It's Vanna White, right?
Yeah.
So that's that. Then I put my clothes on. I am a cologne slut. I love cologne. And so whatever cologne I feel like wearing that day, whether it's Creed Aventus, whether it's Invictus, whether that's Burberry London, I'll even go Hugo Boss, baby. It is a spray, delay, walk away. You walk right through that. You just get a nice little hint of it on you. Ooh, you're good to go. That's my daily hygiene. That's
Holy
what you
crap.
get, Josh.
Joe,
What do you got, Reese? What's your daily?
first of all, before I forget it, I want to say that if you don't get toothpaste on your shirt, how else will people know you're an idiot?
That is true.
Like,
That's true.
I need to somehow put this out into the universe. I
Yeah.
need people to just be like, I think that guy has an extra chromosome. Like, that's what's happening in my area.
Yeah.
So my grooming is awful. I don't feel like I can at all talk about this after what you did.
The thing is with me, like, it sounds like it's a lot, but when you get in there and you actually do it, it's quick. Like everything that I've said I've done when me and you were up north, if you were ever like, oh, Joe just jumped in the shower, as long as I was in the bathroom, I mean, it takes me 15, 20 minutes to take a shower and get out. All that's done in that time.
All right. I use a lot of product on my hair. That's it. The rest is just like, and all the product I use on my hair is just to conceal balding. So I do brush my teeth 2 or 3 times a day. I have a Sonicare, which I hate. I hate it because like there's half the time you're like, why am I still brushing my teeth? This should be over. And then I just start scrubbing it, and then I turn it off and put it away. I don't shower every day. I don't shave. Like, I shave, if I can, ideally, I would shave like once a week. I like the way I look with a beard, but I hate the way it feels.
Oh,
So again,
me too. Perfect.
I shaved like a week and a half ago, and now it's growing back to a beard. I don't know, man. I don't shower every day. Definitely don't. I feel like if I do, it's a waste of resources, and I get itchy because my skin dries out. So I shower like every 2 or 3 days.
Here's the thing with me, because I can't smell. I haven't been able to smell since Easter.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't do that whole routine, but I shower 2 to 3 times a day, depending on what I'm doing.
Joe, that's insane. Yeah. That's insane, dude.
So that whole routine is every single morning. Then after work, I'll work out. I'll come home and I'll shower. At like post workout, I'll shower, and then I'll ride out the night. So then if I come home and I shower, and let's say I have a date or I'm going out that night or I'm doing something, then maybe depending on what I do between getting home from working out and that date, I might shower again prior to the date.
Joe,
but those are like quick. That's like quick. Just get your body wet, soap up your pits, your crotch. Yeah.
Joe, I have a degree in biology, and this is not right. You should not do this. You're like, one, you're drying out your skin horribly, and all these products that you're using to make yourself smell better and make yourself lotiony, you don't have to use. You're like drying out everything, and you don't have to do that. Also, your body makes your natural scent. Like, there's a point where like your armpits stink or your butthole stinks. You want that out. But Correct. The rest of it, like, you're gonna find some special lady that likes the way you smell. There's all this theory that like humans can't smell pheromones, which is like a total animal product that we use to attract each other. But I'm going to tell you, that's bullshit. Like, humans make pheromones and you're attracted to people based on that. And if you're showering so much, you're masking that, which is fine for like a day or a night. Like, if that's all you care about, spending time with a young lady. But if you want to find that special someone, you got to get your face like right in their hair and just be like, that's the smell. Like, that does something to me. And they want to do that to you. You got to have that on you. Stop showering so much.
Well, here's the deal. So to clarify, I do that whole routine every morning. Now, the follow-up showers are just the basic. It's not washing my body. It's not washing my skin. My face is very oily, very greasy.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's because your body is compensating for all of the showering you're doing.
It's not. I know what you're saying, but it's not. Like, I know what's up with my face and my skin and all that, and what I've had to do growing up with dermatologists and all that stuff. So I'm good there. But if I do a follow-up shower, all a follow-up shower is maybe bar soap to the pits and an undercarriage scrub. That's it. Like, I'm not doing legs. I'm not doing stomach, chest. I'm not doing all that stuff. It's just basically I worked out, so my butt is sweaty. I got a sweaty butt crack. That's getting washed. My pits were dripping. My shirt was soaked. So that's kind of getting a rinse off, a little bit of soap there. But it's mainly the undercarriage. And because of COVID, that's what I'm scared of. Like, I don't want to be out and about with people.
Because you can't smell it.
Yeah, especially like in the summer. Like, you're hot. You sit down.
I'm worried
you go.
About this.
Like, you go to a bar or something like that. You sit on a bar stool. You've been sitting there for a half hour. Suddenly you like move, and all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, like my butt's all sweaty from sitting on the seat. Like, I don't want to stink. I don't want any of that because I don't know if I'm stinking. So I want to make sure that everything is clean to its utmost. So that's my reasoning behind all of that.
All right.
Like, I'm not crushing my skin and drying out my skin because I know what you're saying.
I think you are.
I'm not.
I think you are.
I'm not. Guaranteed I'm not.
All that rubbing alcohol is drying out your skin. You're having to compensate.
I will bet you $100 right now. Bet you $100. My skin. If you know somebody in the Detroit area, call them and say, hey, I got this bet with Joe. Go over, check his skin, take his word for it, trust him.
No, the way to test it would be you'd have to go a month on like showering every 3 days or once a week. Now using rubbing alcohol. No, you wouldn't.
I would absolutely stink. I'm not talking like armpits and body. Like, I'm not talking the pheromones. I'm talking about my butt crack.
Yeah, but like, wipe it out with a wipe. Just like get the baby wipes, wipe it out. That's what so here's my regimen.
You could eat off my
on the days I don't. Yeah. Okay. Who wants to do that though? Like every once in a while, somebody's like, "Yeah, I want to eat off Joe's butthole." Then just clean it up. But so here's my regimen. On the days I do shower, I get in the shower. I have this loofah that is just about falling apart, and there's all these people that are like, change your loofah. It's got so much bacteria. That's your bacteria. Don't change it. Like, wash yourself with that because that is protecting you from disease. You have like 1,000 times more bacteria on the outside of your body than you do cells in your body. That is protecting you. Leave it alone. Like, just leave it alone. Wash with the same loofah. Find a soap you like that smells good. I have like this Dove for men. I used to use this soap that my grandma had, and it reminded me of my grandma. I was just like, this smells nice. It's like my grandma.
Is it Fells Naphtha?
I don't remember what it was. Some sort of Dove. But like, just find a soap you like. Wash with it.
Lava? Was it lava soap?
It's lava. That is bad. Don't scrape all your stuff off with the lava. You need bacteria on the outside of your body. You have a symbiotic relationship. You're like Venom, but bacteria. It's protecting you. Leave it alone. So I wash with this thing. I wash my hair with this John Frieda stuff that's supposed to make your hair look fuller.
John Cena
stuff. And then I have a conditioner that also makes my hair look fuller, which I don't know if it works, but it makes me feel like I'm doing something to fight baldness.
Yeah.
Then I get out. This is the days I shower. Towel off. I put this other stuff in my hair to make it thicker. I see where this is going. I'm vain about my hair. And then I blow dry it. And then I put this, there's like it's like a gel stuff, but it's dry. It's like dry. It's weightless. It makes your hair seem fuller. It's called Boulder, I think. So it's like, it makes my hair stick up, but it doesn't weigh it down. It makes it all crunchy. I hate it. But again, it makes it seem fuller. and then I put on deodorant, which is just Axe Apollo. It's just like,
oh yeah,
something that someone has said that you smell good, and I'm like, all right, I'll keep using this.
Oh, and that's so junior high of you.
Yeah. And then I have this, then I just put like a matte paste type stuff in it. It's like, it's from Walmart. And then hairspray.
Oh my gosh, your entire routine is your hair.
It's exactly it. That's all I care about. I don't scrub my face or anything. Like sometimes I have like leftover alcohol wipes from being a nurse, and I'll like scrub my forehead because it looks shiny. I'll just do that. And then this is the beauty regimen I got from my father. I have like a 15-year-old bottle of oil of Olay, but it's the Target generic brand. And I'll sometimes rub it on the corners of my eyes because I'm getting crow's feet. And
see, I like crow's feet.
Well, Joe, I have them.
No, I do. I think I do. I'm not for sure, but I mean, yeah, I don't want to stop those.
No, I do.
I want that Marlboro Man look.
Here's what you got to do to keep your skin nice. Number one, don't smoke. Number one, just like nicotine, don't smoke, don't vape, don't do chew, anything. Nicotine destroys your connective tissue. So don't do it. Like it messes up. It gives you wrinkles and then worse inside. Like it just does everything. Collapses your veins. You're going to have an aortic aneurysm. You're going to have a stroke. Nicotine is bad. Don't do it. Like even if you're like I quit tobacco. Nicotine, it's bad. Don't do it. Don't smoke. Number 2, don't go in the sun. Like this whole thing where we, like, number 1, if you have larger molecules of melanin, if you're not a mutant like you and I are, you're fine. Like that is made to protect you from the sun. You're fine. Go in the sun. This whole black don't crack thing, it's real. Like you're not going to get wrinkles very easily if you have larger molecules of melanin. But if you're a honky like you and I, it will give you wrinkles immediately and skin cancer. Like just don't do it. It's not worth it. So that's my beauty regimen.
Oh,
I have a thing of cologne that my wife gave me when we first got married because she was like, I want you to smell like this. It's 17 years later.
Oh,
and I think that
what is it?
Still has a third left.
It's High Karate.
Versace jeans.
Oh.
Which, if you smell it, it smells good. It smells like progress. No, it smells like just the cleanest. Like if you were like, I wonder what St. Peter smells like before I enter heaven. That's what it smells like to me. It smells like the cleanest thing.
Oh.
But now I can't wear it because I'm just like, oh, that reminds me of divorce.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Always a good time.
I gotta find a new cologne.
Yeah. Try a little Creed Viking. Do a little Creed Viking.
Is it made by Creed?
Yes. Scott Sapp.
No,
it's not made by Creed. It's been around a lot longer than the band Creed. But
Scott Sapp looks like he smells like coconut oil.
I've seen him recently. He looks like he might smell like French fries.
Or meth.
All right. Do we do one more question and then call it a day?
Okay.
All right. So let's see. Blah, 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 blah. Joel Drzezinski wants to know about when Insiders or 5 Iron record, leaving songs on the cutting room floor. Were there songs that didn't make it that you wish would have? And were there songs on your album that you wish didn't make it on?
Do you want to go on this one first? I just finished talking.
Sure. With the Insiders with us, we never had, I can count maybe a couple of songs. We had this one song that we entitled Go Big that never made it onto the album. There's a couple of them that we would work on in practice. And if you've listened to Reese and I talk about how we did albums, how we recorded, we did things different. So the Insiders, we would have all the songs that we wanted done, ready to record.
This is insane.
We would do demos. So whoever was producing got the 12 songs that we were doing, and that was it. It was those 12 songs. We didn't go into the studio and like record anything else. Also, to that point, if we had 12 songs, those were the 12 songs that were like, that's going on the album.
Joe, this is because you're in a band that cared. You're like people that were like, you know what would be good is if we make good music and we practice.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
We tried. And so we never went into the studio. So if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, we never went into the studio with like 20 songs and then said, hey, what's the best 15? We never did that. We would always say, these are the 12 songs that we want on the album, and these are the 12 songs that are going on the album. So if songs were getting dropped, they were getting dropped in practice or in the demo sessions first. So there were a couple. One of our songs got left off. It was called Memorial Song because I said the word crap in it. And back in the 90s, the Christian music scene, I couldn't say the word crap. So I left that off. But then 4 years later put it on a greatest hit CD for a money grab. So there was Memorial song that got left on the cutting room floor. I remember a song called Go Big that got left on the cutting room floor. So other than that, we really didn't have songs that just didn't make it. As far as songs that are on albums that I wish didn't make it, yes, I have. On a couple of albums, I had written some songs about like when I was married, had written some songs about my wife. Wish those weren't on there. So listening to those now, you listen to the lyrics and everything like that. And at the time, you thought what you thought. And now in hindsight, I'm like, I wish those weren't on there. I wish that I no longer had those like in my repertoire of music. One that might come as a shocker, The Hunted. I don't like The Hunted anymore.
What?
Yeah, I don't like The Hunted. It's like, so there were songs that the Insiders did that as music was progressing. So when ska was big, then you started getting like new metal. So Korn started getting big.
You listened to Korn and wrote that song.
Yeah. Limp Bizkit was getting big, like all this stuff. W's had their time. So then we were like, oh, well, let's try doing a swing song. So now that I'm older, I look back and I'm just like, that's just garbage. We were a punk ska band. We should have just stayed a punk ska band. So the things that go outside of that box, I'm kind of more like embarrassed of. So I wish we would never have done The Hunted. I like Sacrifice. Like, so that one's okay. But yeah, so there's a few that I wish didn't make it. There's a few turds on there. There's more than a few turds. I think Fight of My Life, the entire album, is pretty much a turd.
No, Joe.
And then Scallelujah 2, I think that was, hey, let's do this style. Hey, let's do that style. Let's do this style. And it wasn't a ska band. It was us trying to do, a 10-song album with 10 different styles instead of going, let's ska these all up like Scallelujah 1 and just doing it every song like we were a ska band doing these praise and worship songs. Scallelujah 2 was like, oh, we'll do this one swing. Oh, we'll do this one ragtime. Oh, we'll do this one, hardcore. We'll do that. And so Scallelujah 2 is just like this mix and mash of like just nonsense. And I'm embarrassed by it. Yeah. So that would be my thing is we really didn't have songs to be cut because we went in knowing what we wanted. And then now in hindsight, yes, there's lots of songs. And there's lots of songs that you guys have heard me saying this before until Soundtrack to a Revolution when Royce was like, you know what? I just hit record. You guys are who you are. So Soundtrack to a Revolution and Sinner Songbook, I believe that's the Insiders. I believe those songs are like what I enjoy, what I wrote, what I had in mind when I did them. And all the other albums, when Kyle starts putting his spin on what he thinks the guitar part should have been and this and that, there were a lot of songs that in my head I thought were going to be great songs. And then when I heard it, I was like, this fell flat. So, so that's what I would say. So what about you with songs on the cutting room floor? Do you have a lot of B-sides? Because also, if you guys don't know, that's what artists call B-sides. So when you ever hear that, oh, Foo Fighters put out a B-sides album, what that means is all those songs that weren't good enough to make it on their album, they put out on a B-sides album and sell that. So did you have a lot of B-sides or anything like that, or stuff that you look back on and you're like, I wish that wasn't on the album?
We didn't have a lot, but we did have some. And like most of the stuff from early 5 Iron, we did release. Like we would put it on a 7-inch. Or there's a couple songs that we had that still like that maybe we didn't record vocals to. We got to the point where we're like, this is not happening. I remember on our newest album ever, we had a song that was like called Your 2 Cents or something like that. And we recorded the music, but then we were just like, this song sucks. So we just didn't finish. But mostly, We were different. Like, I think, but by the time we were doing our newest album ever, we were showing up with like 16 songs.
Okay.
And just trying to see, hey, let's record all these and then see what makes a better album. We kind of abused that. Like, we got to, so we did Quantity, which was not, we didn't have enough songs, and then we did All the Hype, which we did not have enough songs for. Like, we were just like, we have to put out an album. Let's just, everything that we recorded for that went out. But then after that, we still had some stuff on albums that ended up, we would record it and just be like, this song needs to be cut. And especially now, we're doing it. Like, and it's not just like, this song sucks, because sometimes it is. But like on Until This Shakes Apart, we had 2 songs we recorded. We cut one because I think mostly because Scott doesn't like it because it's funny. It's called Employee of the Century, and it's about Micah. And Scott's just like, no. He doesn't like funny songs. He doesn't like Battle Dancing Unicorns with Glitter. He hates it so much because it's funny. But when you look on Spotify, it's like our second most listened to song. And then we had a song called When They Find You. It didn't really fit, mostly because I wrote the music, so it's not very good. But the cool thing is that, so the guy that books us also books MXPX, and we're super good friends with MXPX. And he was like, you know what would be a cool Kickstarter reward is if Mike sang one of your songs, and we sent it out to people. And that's the song that Mike picked. Because I was like,
really?
Yeah, I was like, we need a more punk song, so I'm going to try and write a punk song. So he picked that. So we have this song called When They Find You, and it's got Mike Herrera singing it.
Oh, that's rad.
Right. So that's there, and Employee of the Century. And I don't know if it's both are gonna make it on the next album. I doubt it. Like we're not that patient. It'll end up.
Are you gonna release them somewhere though?
Oh yeah, those ones. There's other ones that have not been released. You know what? So we did that. We did Cheeses of Nazareth, which a lot of that shit came out on. A lot of stuff that we recorded.
Like that. Yeah, that was just B-sides.
Yeah, B-sides. Yeah. And then we were like, let's make a lot of funny songs like the Pants Opera. And then we made a whole album of that. And for some reason at the time, it charted on like the Billboard charts. Which makes you super insecure because you're like, oh, so this thing that we've been doing all the time, trying, we should stop. We should stop trying. Because this thing that we made for $200 is outselling all of the trying.
Yes. Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. That's so funny.
So, yeah. And then the second half of the question, what was it? Like, do we cut any stuff?
Yeah, so is there anything
which we didn't put out? Yes.
No.
All of them.
No. Yeah, yes. That's what it was. You kind of paused, so I didn't know if you said the right thing. But the second part is, do you have songs on your album that you wish weren't on there?
Yeah, almost all the hype that money can buy. About half of Upbeats. 2 songs on our newest album ever. Yeah, I mean, like, Dennis wrote a song called Rhubarb Pie, and he was like, you can redo the lyrics, because no one, you know, like, he's like, Reese, you're good at writing lyrics, rewrite it. So I wrote a song about my fiance breaking up with me, and made it Ugly Day, which is like if she was like, oh, I heard this song and I do love you, let's get married. Like, it would be a great song, but instead it's like, I'm breaking up with you. We're never talking again. I'm not going to tell you why. And then I write this song. It's like the most depressing song ever. Everybody in the band is like, this song is tainted with evil. I shall never play it again. So lots of songs. In recent memory, like in the newest version of Five Iron. Yeah, I mean, like, so we had an EP come out, Between the Pavement and the Stars, Between Pavement and Stars. And that's all stuff we cut because we couldn't make it fit. And most of those songs, like, everybody in Five Iron is like, it could have been better, but we didn't make it work.
So I have something that I'm going to ask you real quick.
Yeah.
Has Five Iron, do you think this is an area that Five Iron's always been cutting edge as far as you guys were always more fan friendly than most people? I think you guys were more hip to the internet quicker before everybody else with your Facebook pages that I hate Five Iron, all that type of stuff. I feel like you are one of the last bands that are doing albums and not just putting out a song every month.
Yeah.
Or every 2 or 3. Like, you're still putting out albums that are doing Kickstarter projects instead of doing like, hey, on the, every 3 months, we're going to put out one song on like iTunes or whatever, and people can pay $1.30 for it. It seems like you guys, I thought by now, like with your track record, I feel like you're kind of doing it like Dinosaur-ish, like where you're doing an entire album and putting out an entire album instead of just like, hey, we were able to get together to record this song, and this is like the best song that we could do right now, and it's going out. And then in 3 months, if we do another great song, that's going out.
So the fight in our band has been, should we do that or put out an album? And the reason we fight for that, like the reason anybody would advocate for that in our band is because it's doable. It's easy. Like, it's easier to make one song than it is to make a cohesive album. It's hard.
Yeah, super hard.
But here's my argument. Like, you make a single, you're doing it because you're a capitalist. Like, you're just like, let's cash in on this. Let's get as much as we can. You make an album, that's because you're an artist. You're making art. You're trying to make a cohesive, you're trying to make songs that fit together and have meaning. Not just like, these songs are great, but like the order of these songs means something. And we're still on board with that. Like, I want that. When I listen to music, I want that. I'm all for a good pop single. Like, it's cool. I want to hear that. But like, I also want that plus 4 other songs that aren't going to be on the radio that are going to hit me in different ways that mean something. I would much rather do that right now than cash in on what Five Iron is. So that's what we're doing.
See, I understand what you're saying. I don't agree. Like, I think there's still art. I think there's still, to get a band together to craft like a good song and put everything they can into a good song and put it out there. And then, 3 months, 4 months later, the juices get flowing again and you craft like that's still artwork.
I'm not saying it's not art. It's still artwork and good, but better. Like, a picture is good.
Like, in my mind,
the Sistine Chapel is timeless. Like,
right.
Paint that. Like, aim for that. Paint that.
But that's what I'm saying. I feel like that's what I'm saying. So if my one if my one song that I'm putting out in May is the Sistine Chapel, I want that. I want one amazing song that I can put out instead of like waiting till I get and I'm going off of what I know, like of insider stuff, as opposed to, hey, I have this song that, you know, I think is pretty good, but we've had to work on 9 other songs at the same time.
Yeah.
We can't give the Sistine Chapel the same attention. And so we have to do these 9 other songs. And of the 9, 3 of them, they're filler. 3 of them are like decent songs. Yeah. Kids might like them. They might go up and down as far as like, oh, I listen to this one, I like this. And then like 3 songs are like real good. But you could have one song that's phenomenal. That's the Sistine Chapel. And so I think we're kind of looking at the same thing.
I'm going to say the one song is the Mona Lisa. Like that one amazing song. So you're comparing like the Mona Lisa, the Sistine Chapel.
I'm not comparing. I'm saying that whatever that piece of artwork that you deem an amazing piece of artwork.
Yeah.
So plug in whatever Picasso, plug in whatever Van Gogh, whatever you want, whatever your piece of art that you want to use as the example. I just think like I would much rather do like 2 amazing art like if the Insiders got going again and we could, you know, hit the studio every 6 months and we do one amazing song every 6 months as opposed to
one album a bunch of filler.
Yeah,
I agree, but I think the standard should be, can you make a perfect album? Like that should be the goal.
Right. And Insiders is no. Like
we can't no either.
So there's no, I mean, it's the same thing of saying like, can I run a 4-minute mile? No, that can be my standard, but I'm never going to do it. So,
but you know still want to.
I still want to.
That's 5
but it's never going to happen.
I'm the guy in 5-iron that pisses everybody off because I'm like, go for that. Do the 4-minute mile. Let's make that. I'm worse than that. I'm like, let's see if we can do a 3-minute mile.
Yeah.
And everybody's like, I hate Reese.
Yeah, not me.
Do this.
Because I'm like, we don't need to be like, if the Insiders is going full time right now, I would absolutely be let's just release one song every 6 months. We're done with albums. We don't need themed albums. We don't need any of this because my life isn't a theme. I could be angry one month. I could be dating this person that month. Next month, I could be all about comic books. So my album isn't going to have a theme. So I would much rather just work 6 months on crafting an amazing piece of art and then 6 months later doing it again, as opposed to, hey, we have to knock out 12 songs in 6 months, or we have a year to do this, you know, a Kickstarter project that says, hey, by this, we're going to record on this date. And then we have a deadline and we're cutting corners and we're trying to do. In my life, that wouldn't happen. So if I had the musicians to be able to do that, every 6 months I would go in and knock one out.
This is 70% of why my wife is divorcing me. Because this is how my mind works. I'm just like, if there is a best version of this, I have to try and make it.
Yeah.
And I can't, like my mind won't sleep. It won't, like, I could make the best album of all time, and the next day I'd be like, what would it sound like if you made the best album after that? Like, what is better? I hate that about myself, but then like it's a drug, you know, like you make a good album or you make a great song and then you're just like, I want that, but again, like more. I can't, like my mind won't sleep with that.
But I think again, I think me and you are kind of approaching it the same. It's just your work of art is an album of multiple songs. Mine is one song. So I agree with you. I would be like, this one song that I crafted and I put 6 months into for this one song. And let's just say iTunes says it played 1 million times and it was bought 1 million times. So the next one, I'm going to say, I'm going to take 6 months to craft the next best one. And I want it to sell 1,000,001, or I want it to sell 2 million, or I want it to be played 2 million. Because for me, I don't care about money. Like, nothing for me is the money. It's just, if you're going to do the work of art, I want to see the streams. Like, it's our last song did a million streams. This one did 2 million. So then the next one, I want to stream 3 million. I'm looking at it as that, instead of saying I want the album to stream 1 million times, because I know people are just gonna be skip.
I care about money, and it's only for this. It's only this. Like, only I would have an amazing studio, and only just like have a therapist and somebody to massage me, and just to get me ready to make the perfect album. Like the song you describe, I want an album of that. I want 13 of those songs. I want that album, and it never sleeps in my head. Yeah, and if I make money, like all the money I want, it's for that.
What you just described is Brian Wilson from the Beach Boys. He went insane trying to craft the perfect album and beat the Beatles. He went insane trying to do it.
He did it. Pet Sounds beats any Beatles album.
I don't know about that.
Maybe not.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
Okay.
But he literally went insane. He's not the same person. He's at breakdown after breakdown after breakdown because of the same stress that you're putting at. You're the next Brian Wilson.
I hope
you're gonna go nuts.
I only hope so.
You're gonna be not showering. You're gonna be all disheveled, and you're gonna be trying to think of that perfect horn line.
I hope to be that. This is also, I have this just hatred of the Beatles that goes inside of that, because like, why did they break up? They broke up because too many people liked them. Fuck that. I hate the Beatles for that. Like, I went to see Queen play with Adam Lambert, and first I paid like $240 for tickets to see my favorite band, and then was just like, this is a mistake. It's only two of the guys from Queen. Why did I do this? Went to go, like, how much can I sell these tickets for? And it was like less than half what I paid for them. So and I'm like, all right, I'm going. And it was amazing. And the whole time, all I could think was like, the Beatles would never do this. They don't give a shit about their fans. Like, they do not. Like, they wouldn't even get together when John Lennon was alive. They wouldn't get together with John Lennon's son or his other son. And now George Harrison is dead. Like, they don't give a shit. But here was Queen, and they're just like, hey, let's make this tribute to Freddie Mercury. Like, let's do this thing where people love our music, and let's give them something. I don't care if they're making billions of dollars for it, because they deserve it. Like, that is cool. The Beatles don't give a fuck about anyone except themselves, and fuck them.
I completely disagree with you. I completely disagree with you, because the argument that you're giving,
except Ringo, he cares.
Like, the argument that you're giving, well, what we talked about prior was albums and themes. The Beatles were the first ones to do that. The Beatles it went from 45s. All you were doing was putting out singles on 45s. The Beatles were the first band to say, let's have a collection of songs on an album that have a theme.
No, they're geniuses. I agree. Like, what they did.
But here's the other thing, Reese. Isn't it punk rock isn't it punk rock the very basis of pretty much what we both think and lean towards? Isn't it punk rock to get to that point where when you have people swarming an airport, you can't go anywhere in life, where you're just like, screw this. I like the art of it. I just like making music. I can't do this whole, I'm going to play Met Stadium. People are jumping off the second deck, all of that stuff. And they just said, you know what, the heck with it. We're not doing this anymore. You guys took our little band, you made it into something crazy. You made it where it's not safe for us, our wives, our children, anything. We can't do anything on this planet without you going bananas. And they walked away from it because they cared more about the artistic end of it, because they're artists at the end of the day. They're not entertainers.
Okay, so that's Sgt. Pepper's. Then they broke up. And then they would not get back together. Like, I get it. You can't hear yourself playing because the crowd is too loud. In-ear monitors exist. Like, that happened. They could have done it. Like,
but I think
they got offered, I forget, they got offered like $100 million to play a show. This is before George Harrison died. So get to play a show with Julian Lennon filling in for John. Play Beatles songs at like Yankee Stadium. I think they got offered $100 million. You don't care about money? Like, they're still making millions of dollars on their royalties a year. Give it away. Like, do something good.
Well, they weren't for a while because Michael Jackson was getting all the royalties.
Yeah.
So they weren't for a while. They got screwed over.
I don't think Paul and Ringo are hurting for money. I don't think the estates of George Harrison, John
But the
Lennon
difference is between Queen and the Beatles. I look at Queen as entertainers. I look at the Beatles as artists. And so I think the difference is in what you said. Like, an entertainer wants to go out and puts the showmanship, puts the show above the product. Yeah. And I think the Beatles were just like, we just want to make good music. Like, we don't care if we ever play another song live. Like, they didn't ever care to play another song live. They wanted to go
give a shit about their fans.
You know what? They didn't, because they were artists. Van Gogh. But like, did Van Gogh or Michelangelo, any of them, like, give a crap about their fans? No, they just cared about the art. So that's how I look at it there. Like, one is an entertainer, one's an artist. Yeah. So if your art, the medium by which you create art is through sound and a soundboard, and all you ever want to do is sit in a recording studio and record music. You don't ever care about going to a stadium, making money, selling an $85 t-shirt.
They could have still been making albums till 1983 when John Lennon was killed by Sirhan Sirhan.
Yeah, but they didn't want to. And I'm guessing it's not.
Killed Bobby Kennedy.
Yeah. It was
this guy that looks exactly
Catcher in the Rye, dude. Catcher in the Rye.
They're all Catcher in the Rye dudes.
Yeah, they kind of are. But like, I'm guessing, like, to me, I'm guessing Ringo would have been like, I'm in, let's play the show. I'm guessing George Harrison would have been like, I'm in, let's play the show.
John and Paul hated each other. They're like, no, we can't do this. Dude, fuck that. Like, dude, fuck that. That's just my point. Like, Hall & Oates, those guys hate each other. Do they play shows? Absolutely.
But that's a money grab.
Who cares? Like, it's a money grab, but they're like,
I don't know if the listeners are as shocked as I am right now. Like, I'm kind of thrown for a loop, because I've always thought of Reese Roper as being the, like, forget the money, it's about the art. And like, right now you're saying the opposite.
Dude, I would pay $1,000. How much would you pay to see the Beatles? If it was just Paul and Ringo and two of John's sons, how much would you pay for that? To hear them play Beatles songs? I'd pay $1,000.
Well, but that's kind
of. They don't give a shit though. Like,
I know, but if I went to you and I said, "Hey,
give that to the stuff
I'm doing Acquire the Fire 2022. Is 5 Iron coming? Is 5 Iron playing Acquire the Fire 2022? I'm giving you guys all $2 million to come and play that. Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so like Acquire the Fire, $2 million, and we give it to LGBTQ. Yes, we'll do that.
All
yes, right. Okay. We'll do that. Acquire the Fire, hit us up.
So like that answer is yes, you're taking it for the money. You're going to send the money elsewhere. I just look at the Beatles and I just say they were artists. Like John and Paul were artists, and they had their fill of screaming fans and all that stuff. They didn't need that. They just wanted to make music, and they were perfectly fine of pumping out songs in a studio, never sitting on stage, never playing ever again. Although Paul did with other bands.
They quit that. I get it. The technology did not allow them to play. They were freaked out. They couldn't hear themselves. I get it. Like, I know not hearing yourself when you play.
No,
then
I don't
keep making albums. No, and if you are just like, I don't care about the money.
I don't think it has anything to do with in-ear monitors. I think it's the fact that they reached that, like, well, even more so, that Jerry Garcia level where anything that they said was taken as gospel. They're raked through the coals on a daily basis. You know, it was those guys. It was just brutal. Anything John Lennon said was scrutinized for weeks in the press. And this was before the internet. This was before trolls. This is before all of that. Just raked through the coals. Anything that they said. You know, they grew their hair out. Oh, this, that, the other. Everything that they did was just under a microscope. And they were like, we're not down with this. We just want to make music.
But then and
then like a band and like Queen.
And then they got offered to come
back. How punk rock is that? How punk rock is that to say, no, we just want to make music? And then you get a band like Queen, which is a phenomenal band, and they're entertainers. And they will gladly take that money, and they will gladly go out and play because that's what they want. They want that spotlight. They want that stuff.
Also, they care about their fans. That's my argument. Like, they care about their fans. They found the most flamboyantly gay dude they could be, not to replace Freddie Mercury, but to do like a Freddie Mercury tribute.
Freddie Mercury.
And that's cool.
Montreal, barefoot, cut off white jean shorts, booty shorts, no shirt on, and a Montreal Canadiens straight bill mesh hat. One of the greatest performances I've ever seen in my life. Yeah.
He's the greatest frontman of all time.
Yeah.
But because he cared. Like, he cared about the fans. Like, he was like,
because he's an entertainer.
I'm going to give it to him.
Because he was an entertainer.
The Beatles, though.
Artists.
I respect, like, I think they wrote amazing songs. They were groundbreaking. But as people, I'm just like, fuck you. Fuck you guys. You're dicks. Like, fuck you. Seriously, play one more show. Do it for charity. Fuck you. They don't give a shit. They don't care. Fuck them. I hate the Beatles.
Wow.
Beach Boys, Pet Sounds, amazing. It's not the Beatles. It's Brian Wilson trying to be the Beatles, and by God, you did it. You're so much better.
Wow.
I love it.
I can't disagree more. I cannot. Ladies and gentlemen, we are bringing this to an end. I think this ended perfectly. Perfectly. With Reese and I completely disagreeing on this. I think this is a wonderful conversation, and this is the types of conversations that I think are awesome. You get in a car, and you're like, we have a 4-hour trip ahead of us, and you start in on this. Reese and I, if we're not ending it now, we could probably go another 3 hours just on this topic alone. So it's awesome. You guys, you can reach us on Instagram at Pickle and Boot Shop or Facebook at Pickle and Boot Podcast. You can also I would go to the Pickle and Boot Shop Diabolical discussion page. Mm-hmm. Lots more stuff goes there. That's a lot funnier. I actually do more on that than I do on ours. I don't even know why we run ours anymore. You do the Twitter and the Patreon.
I don't do the Twitter. I have not made a Twitter in 3 months. A tweet. It's at capital P, capital B, Oot Shop. on Twitter.
Yeah.
I don't know what to say. Like, we made another episode. I think I did that when people thought this wouldn't last.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is episode 24, maybe.
It's nuts. It's nuts we've gone this long. It's nuts we've gone this long and we haven't heard your true hatred for the Beatles up until episode 24.
Real, man. It is
real.
I love their songs. Like, seriously, they write some beautiful songs. They wrote some, even all of them afterwards. But fuck them. Seriously, how do you hate your fans that much?
I can't disagree more.
It's not punk rock to hate your fans. Punk rock is getting in the crowd and being with your fans.
No, punk rock is just doing what you want to do, no matter with whatever pressures outside. So if that's
right,
you know what I mean? So that's what I think. Like, people always knock Green Day. People are like, oh, Green Day's not a punk band. No, Green Day is a punk band, because Green Day, if they wanted to do an acoustic album, they did whatever they wanted to do. They wanted to do a rock opera. They did a rock opera.
Care about their fans.
Well, yeah, but they're entertainers.
They care about who got them there.
They're entertainers, so they have that aspect of it. So they're gonna take it and run with it. All right, you guys. Hopefully on the next one, you're gonna hear us talk more about the Beatles, the Beach Boys, and Green Day. This has been fun, man. I like when we get fired up about this stuff.
I want to throw Oasis in the mix next time, because I hate those guys more than anything.
You know what? I do too, but I do love some of their songs.
I hate them. I hate everything.
Really? Like when some of their songs come on, I'm like, man, I haven't heard this in 20 years. This is a good tune.
I'd go to jail for punching those guys. If I saw them, they're like, yeah, I'm Noel Gallagher. I would just be like, boop. I wonder if your larynx can sustain this punch.
I'm Noel Gallagher.
Punch your dick right in.
Right.
How's it like peeing through a tube, dude? I'm in jail. I don't care.
Peeing through a tube, dude. I like it.
That's what I'd be like.
All right. Well, we're going to end it on that. Peeing through a tube. How would you like to pee through a tube, dude? This has been the Pickle and Boot Shop. We're going to talk to you guys next week. See ya.
Peace.
Boom.
Joe, this is the longest we've ever talked. We did great. I know.
Hopefully we got enough stuff there.
We got 3 hours and 23 minutes.
All right, good.
Perfect. I got to put my kids in bed.
Yeah. Absolutely. We'll call it a day, man. You too. I'll talk to you. I'll text you tomorrow.
Okay.
All right. See you, buddy.
See you, dude.